Hello, everybody. This is Id Ego and Superego. I am Ego, and here we have Id. Say hi, Id.
Hello.
And we have Superego. Say hi.
Hello.
Okay, so today we're gonna try something that is a little bit weirder and different than what we're doing, which is pretty weird in itself, considering that we have no common theme when it comes to what we're doing.
It's not very planned, but
Okay, so pretty much what we're gonna do today is kind of like a game where I'm gonna ask you three questions and you're gonna tell me what you would do in these scenarios. Okay,
all right,
you got it.
works for me.
Okay, so the questions are gonna be based around the subject. If we were to be parents, okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
I will ask you three scenarios, and you're gonna tell me what you would do. Uh, what would you do in regards to being a parent, whether responsible or not? If like your daughter were to be, I mean, son, daughter, they, whatever identification, what would you do in that scenario? Okay. Okay. So, scenario one: you are just sitting at your table watching a good movie, drinking coffee, when suddenly you get a notification. You get an email, and it's from the school that says that your kid has skipped 5 classes in a row. What do
Ooh,
you do in this
okay.
scenario?
I would go and ask them why would they do that. Like what was that like their idea? And depending on like their answer, I was just go with it. I don't
Wait,
know.
wait, but
Maybe they have a good reason or not,
wait,
depending
Yeah,
on
but
what they
what would
did.
be like a good
I would just
reason
say
for skipping like 5 classes and not telling you?
Um, I think I would be like, hey, if I'm when I become a parent, I'm gonna be like, um, oh, so if you want to skip, it's okay as long as you tell me why, and it's like, and there's nothing important going on, you know.
Okay, I see that you are a significantly more liberal parent in this scenario. Okay, what about you, Superego?
think he was liberal. Get ready for this one. So I would just call my spawn and say, hey, I saw you skip like most of the day today, if not all of it. Look, you're free to do what you want. But if you do not own up to it when the fucking like consequences come, if you come running to me crying, let it be known that I warned you. It's on you. He who warns does not betray. They're
Oh,
free to do what they want in their freedom.
okay, so you're doing a very, very dark
Not
face
dark.
your own
It's
consequences
good.
reality.
I'm giving them freedom.
Look, okay, I'm just
They can choose
okay. I'm
between
gonna
going
tell
or
you
not
one
going
thing
to
about that.
class.
Like, do you mind if I tell you one thing about that?
Sure.
Is that there's many parents who they follow up on that idea and they believe in that, which sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But one thing that I really hope that if you as a parent you go and follow this scenario, it's that when your kid does well, don't go and like carrying them around their shoulders, being like, "I did this, I succeeded." Don't do that
Oh
because
no.
if he or she fails, I'm sorry, he she they fail, then what you're gonna do under this mentality is just go and abandon them. So like, don't carry them as if they were like the epitome of your success. That's what I mean.
Kid is not a prize. That's a very important thing. Many parents don't know that. Many parents try to make their kids what they couldn't be in their own childhood. So they make them learn, I don't know, piano and make them learn swimming and I don't know, Mandarin Chinese or whatever. They just make them do all these stuff they couldn't get as children. And I guess I can respect that, to a degree. Getting them more opportunities, that's good. But forcing them to do things you just feel, pitiful for not doing yourself, that's just nasty.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. But to be honest, when it comes to myself, I am going to force my kids into learning either kung fu, karate, or jujitsu. One of those three, and I'm gonna make it so that the only way I respect them as human beings is that they beat me up with that.
Just give them a knife.
I think that's pretty harsh, and I really disagree with that. I think forcing people to do what they don't want to do, it's pretty messed up.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. That, to be honest, that is true.
Here's
Also,
with their
also let's
freedom.
let's be real. I'm not the strongest guy, and if I would teach them like karate, they'd probably kick my butt like when they're 10 years old, and then they would be like, "Give me all the candy you have," and then I couldn't
Hey,
do anything.
what's a real, non-strength based martial art? You got jujitsu and you got judo, which is, they're not based on strength but on technique,
Well,
which is
that's the
really
thing.
important in my
Have you
opinion.
ever seen me? I have no technique, no strength, no any form of agility. I am possibly idiotic. No, wait, definitely idiotic. Never mind. There we go. Okay, so do you guys have anything else to add to this hypothetical?
I think, yeah, I think that's it for me at least.
Hmm. Oh wait, I didn't say mine. Okay, so what I would do is that I would tell him to get into the room. I would start taking off my belt, and you know where this would go.
Charming.
No, okay. But for real though, I would like I don't know if I were to give them like any sort of like mesada or something like that, an allowance.
Yeah.
I would immediately
Full
cut them
discard.
off. I wouldn't let them go anywhere to like anywhere with friends. I would be like that level of super harsh parent, and also I would
Absolute
force them to
guardian
go
of
with me.
aggression.
No. I would go to his class, to his her they class during the time that he's supposed to have class when they're supposed to have class. Damn it, it's so hard trying to be like pronoun appropriate. God, it's so hard for me. Okay, anyway,
Just say it.
so I would go to their class, and I would prostrate myself in front of his fellow peers and his teacher and beg for an apology from my part and from him in front of everybody, and just embarrass him that way.
Oh yes, public humiliation. That will definitely make you share his or her secrets with you later on. Yeah, that's really good for building trust with your spawn. No,
Well,
I'm
okay. Using your own words and in Spawn, they betrayed my trust because I expect them to attend every single class in school, no matter how idiotic or pointless it may seem.
hey, going for a eye for an eye ideology with your son is not a good idea. Like if a baby shits on you, you don't shit on it. A teenager is more
Okay.
bound to do these kind of things. It's a rebellious phase. You gotta help him through it. You gotta will help him, not humiliate him for doing something completely natural. Wouldn't you skip class? I would skip class, but I don't because I think it through. But some
Okay.
people choose to not do it, or they think it. I mean, or they're braver than me. I guess they do it.
Okay.
So
Fair enough. Fair
instead of
enough.
humiliating them for a choice, you gotta say, "Hey, don't do that again."
No,
But
no, yeah, but
without,
in all honesty, I wouldn't, I would probably not go in front of his own class, but I will go in front of the teacher and apologize to the teacher,
sure, that
because
seems more fair.
yeah, because that is honestly very disrespectful for him. Okay, so second scenario, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so it is 12 in the night, and for some reason you are sleeping because you're a responsible adult and you have work the next day. Okay,
Okay.
and you wake up,
You're responsible.
and you wake up
Quote unquote.
and you wake up at the sound of breaking glass. And you, in an alarm, you stand up and you pick up the closest object you have and use it as a weapon. Okay?
Yeah.
And then you slowly but surely edge towards the front door of your house where you felt that noise coming from. And slowly but surely you open the door.
But what?
And from there, you see your son, daughter, I don't know what to say, your spawn. Okay, I'm gonna use your word. Your spawn is standing there with a broken bottle of like beer on their shoes, and they are clearly drunk. Their like your spawn's face is clearly red and close to puking and just wasted. What would you do in this scenario?
Well.
I would be like desperate because I would worry for their safety first, but because like the being angry at them can wait for later. Like for now, for like at the moment, I would like just try to get them safe. If they need to puke, I'll get them to the bathroom. I'll get them showered and put them to bed to rest.
You know, First I would say like, yeah, that's my son. and then and then you know, doing them any wrong while they're in that state would be completely not immoral, completely amoral. So like, of course you're gonna help them, and next morning you're gonna be like, yeah, you see that hangover you're having? It's on you, buddy. Don't bring them any water, no bucket for puking, no nothing. I'll help them when they're vulnerable, when they're in the drunken state. But after that, it's like, hey, also, you're paying from that. You're paying for that beer you stole from me.
So like I don't know, they puke on the floor and they're drunk, hangover and everything, and they feel like shit.
Next
You
morning.
force them to clean up the puke.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I
Probably
honestly,
also
yeah, I
take a
honestly think that
picture
that's
to send it to
acceptable.
her, like, hey, that was you, man.
Yeah, but at that point, I would confront them about something that, okay, this kind of goes a little bit into this idea that putting yourself into your kids, which is debatably good or bad. But if this is my spawn, like personally, there's a reason why I really do not want to drink, and that's the thing. And the thing is that if I taste something that is new and I enjoy it, I abuse it, and I use that as a form of like extreme amounts of like stress release. So I would personally be very alarmed because I feel like if I were to have any sort of kid, then they would probably have a similar quality to myself. So I would give them that kind of like that alarming speech, and I would also try to show him show my spawn. I'm sorry, I'm trying to be gender appropriate because I got called out on that, and I would call them out on this and give them this speech, and also try to show them that over time, if you buy like one beer a day or something like that, apart from the horrible health issues that you get, you also end up losing thousands and thousands of dollars over the course of your life.
One beer a day isn't that bad. It's like what, 3%?
No, no, no.
But anyway, that's besides the point.
Yeah.
I do agree with that. They should know their risk, and if they want to face them, face them. But he who warns, once again, does not betray. You tell them what is possibly going to happen, and if they choose to do it, it's on them.
Okay. Anybody else have something to add?
I don't think so.
Okay. And this will be the third and final one, which I hope you guys enjoy, okay?
Sure.
Okay.
So, 2 months ago, you guys went and bought a sports car, something that you thought you would never be able to afford as a kid, but now you have it. It's here. It's a beauty. You feel like you're 20 years old, like in college, like everybody's looking at you in awe, wishing to be you, and you just feel refreshed every time you put your every time you sit down in the leather chair, grip the wheel, you feel like the world is your oyster. Now, it is 2 a.m. this time, and you wake up with a very loud crashing sound. You get up, you grab again the same object that you were going to use as a weapon, and you slowly go to the front door. You open it, and there you see your spawn with their friends, all of them inside of your new car that they currently rammed into the side of your house. What do you do?
Well, how bad does the car look?
Oh, it's bad. Like the entire left side, the driver's side, it's completely trashed. Also, before you guys ask, everybody inside there, for some miraculous reason, is 100% okay.
Great. I have 8 words to say.
What?
Crash the No, you crash the Lambo, you get the Stavo. A Lamborghini is not something I'll just take lightly if it's a straight. It's a Lamborghini. It's a piece of art on metal, on wheels. So either one of the following would have to happen for me to not murder my spawn. They either become dead to me and we never talk again because they crashed my Lamborghini. No, just kidding. I'd make them at least work, for the repairment prices, I guess, because it's a Lamborghini and they crashed it not on purpose, but it's still, a lesson of responsibility, I guess.
No, yeah. Oh, yeah. Also, just so you know, okay, I'm gonna add one other thing. Your spawn and their friends, they were all heavily inebriated.
Well, clearly.
In the of course. Well, I would. Well, I don't care about cars, so fuck the car. That's the least. That's my like my last problem. Like I don't mind a car. Like what I really mind is the company that my child would be having.
Mm.
Like I would be mad at my child, of course, and my child will be grounded. I would take their privileges, whatever I would give, like allowances, being able to get out, everything for like a good amount of time,
Mm.
and then I would prohibit them to see these friends ever again because I don't want my son or daughter walking with people who behave like this. They're
Mm.
so irresponsible
Okay,
because
yeah.
it could have because they could have been in an accident. It's not just because they destroyed my car while we're drunk.
They
It's because they
could
could have been in an accident and seriously hurt, and I don't want it to be
that is
anywhere near
that is
that.
that is a very good thing that you're saying. Although
So
in my case,
this
what I
was
would
not
do is that I
driving.
would drag my spawn and their like friends into my house, lock the doors, then I make them go through a 3 hour presentation where I just constantly tell them that you need a designated driver, no matter what.
Hey,
You
wait,
need a
but
designated
if they're
driver.
drunk, they're not gonna pay attention. They're gonna fall asleep by the first four.
I know he would did that. Why they are so.
So you just gotta
Well
sit
then in
them
that
and
case, I
wait.
drag them inside. I make sure they sleep. Then once they're awake with a horrible hangover, I force them through it.
Fair enough.
Oh.
So you kidnapped 5 children to give them a presentation. That's nice.
I mean,
Nah, but I get it. I
let's
get
be
it.
real.
Also,
These kids just
the
crashed
glass
my
car
Lambo. I'm
could
pretty sure
have
they're.
most often just carry 2 people, so that's a problem. But let's assume it's like one of those ugly four doors, 4 door sports cars. And if they crash one of those, if I ever buy, for instance, a Porsche Cayenne, shoot me, because that's not a Porsche, that's a crime.
No, yeah, but how do I say it? Like, even though it would kinda count as kidnapping, I mean, I think their parents would approve considering that they just crashed my Lambo. And I mean, at first, I'm not gonna do that many
Oh yeah,
like.
I would talk to the parents. All right,
No,
I would
yeah,
talk to
I
the
would
other
let them
like
know.
children's
also
parents
also
Yeah.
just
very heavily.
yeah. I would force them to pay me back. But also, what I would do is that
No,
at
I
first.
don't really want them to pay me back because I don't even know their financial conditions. Imagine if they can't.
Oh,
But
okay.
I'll make them like understand that they're not raising their children right.
No, yeah. Okay, fine. Depending on their financial condition, then they either pay or not. Okay? Yeah, but apart from that, what I would do is that my kid, I wouldn't make them go through anything more significant, like getting them grounded or a little bit, but the thing is that I would wait and wait until the day that my kid like just leaves college and gets a job and everything, and then I will force them into like buying me a new Lambo. I would force them to do that. That will be the first
And
major
you don't have
that
to
would be the
buy
first
a
major
new
purchase
one
they will
to
do.
repair it.
No. I'm making them buy me a new one. That's simple. Like, I mean, if we consider the fact that these other families already paid it, then it's already fine. But why just leave it at one Lambo when I can take advantage of this opportunity and just get a second one?
Let's be honest, most of the money your child will have at that point will have come from you, so that would just be stupid.
Oh wait, also I'm probably gonna have to be paying like student loan. So, oof.
Yeah, also that. Just say this is you're paying reparations from your university fund, fucker. Just say
Damn
that.
it. Well,
You know.
I'm gonna be poor. Okay, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's practically yeah, I guess, yeah.
Okay. Well, guys, oh my god, this is the first time that we're actually ending this within the time frame. That's amazing.
Right?
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah, finally. Okay, well, thank you everybody so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a comment and like tell us how we can improve or like or whatever. Well, so far people have been hating on us a lot, which is perfectly understandable. We are not good people. And yeah, say goodbye, Id.
Bye bye.
Say goodbye, Superego.
Yeah, goodbye, yo.
And I will say goodbye now. So, bye, people. I hope you have a good day and keep yourself safe during Corona.